A very, very warm good afternoon. This is Arunava Chaudhuri. You're live on my YouTube channel, Arunfoot. And sorry for a late start. It's already injury time of the first half between Bengaluru FC and Punjab FC. Still goalless in the Super Cup. It's a free kick for BFC. I'll come to talk about the other things while we are in this half. And free kick BFC into the danger zone. That looks like a foul, not given, out of the danger zone. And, we will certainly talk about a lot of things that are happening at the moment in Indian football, right, wrong. And therefore, we will talk about those things. And on the other side, again, what's all happening, what's not happening in Indian football. It is currently the way it is. Some of the things are not explainable, but they are the way they are. And we will talk about all those things here on this channel, as I always do. And again, once more, the reminder, like, share, and subscribe. Arunfoot here on YouTube. And support the channel as well. And we will try and figure out a lot of things that are happening. And as the referee blows for the halftime and it's goalless between Bengaluru FC as well as Punjab FC. And hi, Goku, welcome back. And therefore, it's going to be one of those questions. How did these two teams do? Was it good enough? Was it not good enough? And the question, let's wait and see who potentially of these two teams makes it into the semi-finals of the Super Cup. At the moment, the match wouldn't end at halftime, but it would go on into penalties, as I've now understood. It's not going to be draw of lots, sorry. That was what my information was originally, and it seems to be that it's going to be a penalty shootout, which will decide the winner of this game and or the winner of Group C, let me put it that way. And therefore, let's wait and see. So once more, goalless so far in this encounter between these two sides with, as they show the replay of the first half at the moment, first chance, Wace into the box, headed on by Effiong, and that was not too good an effort. And Punjab FC at the start, better of the two teams, with some chances, with some opportunities. Then BFC at the other end, trying to get into the danger zone, but an attempt overcooked by Roshan Naurem. And then again, Punjab FC with another chance, trying to move forward, dispossessed Nintoy, and then Serkovic with an attempt. Then again, Punjab FC on the counter. Nintoy plays it to Ramirez, but no problem for, and Gurpreet with the ball. Then, bicycle kick at the other end by Sanchez, not too dangerous. Then BFC win the ball, but try and create an opportunity, Sanchez. And that is a wasted opportunity for BFC. So at the moment, goalless between these two teams. Both the teams most probably hoping that they can do something. BFC then towards the end with another chance. Ryan Williams looking for Vinith Venkatesh, but all goes over. Then a corner. Vinith Venkatesh taking a nice corner. Rahul Beke with the header. Oh, no, sorry. It was Sana Singh. And then further on, Nintoy on that left wing into the middle. Effiong lets it through. And a shot of Leon Augustin. And at the break, goalless, 4 shots for BFC, 5 for Punjab, 1 for both teams on target. And the rest, let's not speak about it at the moment. As said, goalless at the Jawaharlal Nehru Stadium at Fatorda. Candid or Rudra says, good evening. 1 month gap between group stage knockouts. That's effort for you. I think it's the right decision at the end of the day, looking at the calendar and looking also that AFC matches are in there. I mean, if FC Goa wasn't there, you could have done something about it. But they have, if I think, has been forced into that situation. It might sound awkward and stupid, but in December, the ISL is not happening. So therefore, in my opinion, given the circumstances, most probably that's the best decision that they could take. And yeah, that's where we are. Glock 787 says some parts of the pitch look like that of day 5 1K pitch. Atrocious to say the least. Rain can't be an excuse, as this has been quiet for some time. Fatorda, are the AFF and GoFF sleeping? Glock, sorry, to blame the AFF and to blame the Goa FA, I think is relatively easy. I think the blame goes onto the Sports Authority of Goa, who have not maintained the pitch. Right, this is a FIFA pitch. The life of the FIFA pitch is gone by now. Let's be honest about it, and therefore the pitch is in the state it is in, and nobody has, so therefore for me, it is something which is which is the way it is, and it's a disappointing one, I would say, but those are realities of the things, right? It is sadly the AFF, the Goa Football Association can do as much as they want and can. Sorry, let me just put this. As much as they want, this issue is of the Sports Authority of Goa, who are the custodians of the ground, and again, maintenance has not been their best, or is not their strength point. Hi Vignesh, welcome back. Let me see what Angry Birds is written at the start. Mohun Bagan management asked AFF to compensate salaries for footballers getting injured outside the international window, which AFF refused. That's why no Mohun player was selected. What is wrong with everyone? Don't they know the term cooperation between AFF, Mohun Supergiant management? Angry Birds, if the Mohun management comes up with such a, request, or if, the question is not on the AFF. The AFF can't be coming, it can't be said to them, because that the salaries are as high as they are in Indian football of the players, and the AFF can't compensate for salaries. And for that, Mohun Bagan, if players are injured, should be having insurances. So I don't know why this topic actually arises. So this shows me, what kind of people are actually running these kind of clubs, which is part of the problem and not part of the solution at the moment, right? So where we're stuck, huge problem within Indian football, and we are where we are at the moment, and hopefully things will get better. But again, hope is one of the few things that I've left. Everything else has gone to the so let's wait and see what happens. Fast build-up teams have suffered a lot because of this. No, Glock, every team, which forget fast. I think the right word is teams who want to play football on the ground have suffered because of this. Because if any team wants to play football, then you can't play football on that ground. Look at it at the moment. Look at the state of the ground at the moment. It is just in shambles, and it is the way it is, and it is very, very disturbing, to say the least. This is the status of a ground on which you are playing such an important tournament, and the quality is just a disaster, right? It is just a disaster, and it's just not good enough, and therefore we are where we are, and this is the AFF in the year 2025, and therefore that's that, and let's wait and see what sort of happens. Hey, Germany's playing in the World Cup. How far will they go? Will they make it to the semi-finals? Vignesh, to me, if you're talking about the under-17 World Cup, Germany are defending champions. And to me, if Germany do what they're capable of, then I think, yes, semi-final surely is possible. And let's see where we go. Are we officially, unofficially doomed? Oh, Angry Birds, if I look at the squad, let's see. If I look at this, the 23 probables minus the Mohun Bagan players, Gurpreet, Ritik Tiwari, Sahil has been called up for the national team. I'm like, oh my God, are you serious? Where is Gurmeet? Why doesn't he call up Gurmeet? And then I look at Akash Mishra, Anwar Ali, Bikash Jungnam, Valpuya, Mohammad Uwais, Pramveer, Rahul Beke, Sandesh Jingan. Yeah. We can have the Roshan debate. Where is Roshan? Midfielders, we've got Ashik, Bryson Fernandez, Fanai, McCarthan, Lewis Nixon, Mahesh Naurem, Nikhil Prabhu, Suresh Wangjam. So we've actually de facto got Bryson as a new addition, Fanai as a new addition, and McCarthan in Singapore showed me he's not ready yet for that level. So point of a discussion. And up front, Irfan Yadwat, Lionswala Changte, Mohammad Sanan, Rahim Ali, Vikram Pratap. So interestingly, the Suhails have been not called up for the senior team. that was the demand of the fans. And interestingly, Khalid Jamil is the way he is, has not called up the Suhails. Even though Naushad Musa has not called him up for the under-23s as well. That's an interesting one. As I've said earlier, I would have said, because Jungnam being called up is great. So let's see. And of course, the AFF releases players from Mohun Supergiant. I get to be released by the club and expect to join a camp at a later date. The Mohun Bagan people do know, right, that you have to release players, and you saying, oh, you know what, you need to be, you need to pay them if they get injured, this, that, everything. Ouch. It is. There is no. Again, I don't know. Someone needs to talk sense into these people. But again, where am I trying to put sense into the heads of these people? I honestly, I don't know by now. So therefore, again, maybe better to give up. It is a disaster. Indian football on that front is a disaster, and to me, I have to say it feels like it's getting worse and worse. And it's I don't know where we're gonna go, right? With all of this, and but welcome to Indian football. I just say it is comical. If I was speaking to someone, met someone just now for lunch about these topics, it is insane. If we talk about Indian football and talk to people about things, people will tell you it cannot be that all of this is actually factually true, and then you have to say, yeah, it actually is, so welcome to Indian football, as they say, and I'm pinning my story that I did earlier today. I did a tweet about it and later on did a story about it in regard to Vijay Bali resigning in protest from the AFF Exco, as well as from the as chairmanship of the competition committee, in regard to the way that the AFF has handled overage players being put into the system. And that's, in my opinion, a very, very dangerous precedent which has been set. So therefore, from that perspective, don't know where we're heading with that one. That I don't know. I know you don't watch anime that much, but if you had the time, you might consider watching our Ashi story about Ashito Aoi, a talented but hot-headed high school soccer player from Ehime, who was scouted by Tatsuya Fukuda, a fictional character, a coach from prestigious J-League youth team Esperion FC, a fictional club. It's pretty realistic in its portrayal of Japanese football, covering various aspects of the sports in Japan. Sounds great, and what was it called? Ashi. Okay, I will note it down, but again, let me see if I get time to that. Sounds an interesting thing. Looking at the positive, at least the ground will be in better condition for semi-finals and final. Look, theoretically, yes. Theoretically, no, because in practicality, I don't know if the ground will be able to recover. The ground is so damaged, so out of sorts. I don't know if the ground can physically recover from what has happened to it over the last few days, weeks, and months, right? So therefore, again, your hope, my hope is that it recovers. I don't know if it can or will recover because the ground is so damaged, and I don't know if the ground is irreparable and actually you have to relay the pitch. I think that you actually factually need to relay the pitch And I don't know if that's going to happen, right? So therefore, let's wait and see what they do. I would prefer a washed Purva over Sahil Punya. Still, the Japan U17 match haunts me. Someone who's has he been regularly playing any senior level football? Just out of the question, I don't know. So therefore, for me, I honestly, yeah. Again, decisions. I look at the team and I look at the squad, and then I say, okay, Mohamed Sanan has been called up for the senior team, and I tell to you, Mohamed Sanan is in the same school as McCarthy Nixon. Are these guys ready for top level football? Right? For me, that's the only question I have. And to me, maybe under 23s might have been better for them than senior team in this window at least. Right? This Bangladesh match, we're not playing any friendlies. I don't know. We're playing them on the 18th at the National Stadium in Dhaka. I'm not sure how we're going to handle the whole thing. I honestly don't know how we're going to handle the whole thing, and it, and therefore for me, I don't know if it's going to work or not. But it's going to be interesting to see how we get out of this. But to me, it is very, very tricky, and this squad doesn't convince me. They released the U20, but why not the national team players? So no, they have, no, as I said. So yeah. Who is this Vijay Bali? Vijay Bali, Angry Birds, is the longtime secretary of the Punjab Football Association. Used to be a former, I don't even former, or if he current even is, employee of, as we have kickoff for the second half of JCT, Punjab FC, from left to right in white, and BFC in their traditional blue from right to left, all to play for in the second 45. The winner goes straight into the Super Cup semi-finals, and if it's a draw, it is going to be a penalty shootout after this. So therefore, let's wait and see what happens. Vijay Bali is the secretary, is a member of the executive committee of the All India Football Federation, and also chairman of the competition committee. And he was informed about age fraud, or he got to know about an age fraud potential case, which seems to have been covered up by the deputy general secretary as well as the president of the AFF. So therefore, for me, where is AFF ethics on this matter? And the question now is what steps are taken, and so therefore, it's a huge problem. So therefore, let's wait and see what happened. And it is a mess, and therefore, I don't know. It's supposedly there is a emergency executive committee meeting now set up by the AFF for this evening, and this whole thing is just a mess. And I don't even know where we are with all of this. Right? This is a mess, and welcome to Indian football. I don't even know what to say. This is pushing and shoving going on. So therefore, both the teams, 7 points plus 6 goals. In this all to play for encounter between BFC and Punjab FC. Dada, can AFF lease out the league to someone like, I don't know what this means. How can they lease out? Punjab with an attacking move. Yeah, on the edge of the box. Ball comes nearly to the penalty spot. Punjab can't score. Leon Augustin. Oop. Was there a contact? And I think that was Lumding who overlapped. And then nicely done. Beats Sana. Effiong could have maybe stepped in, but doesn't do that. AFF Athletics don't go hand in hand. Yeah, that's also a point. Italy qualified this season for. It's going to be tough, huh? Norway's going to win that group, so let's see what Italy do. The Mexican curse is real, huh? Mexican national team constantly underachieved, getting knocked out early, except when they hosted the World Cup. Despite talented players, they're struggling to translate that into success. They beat top teams, so now always seem to hit a wall. Usually in the round 6, maybe it's the weight of expectation. Does the newest playing tricks? What's it thought? Or Goku? Oh, that's a into the wall, into the barrier. Ninthoy trying to get back. Let's see, against Vinit Venkatesh, push, shove, and oops. Yeah, but again, that is. And Ninthoy gets back onto the field and then wants treatment, as any smart player would try and do. Throw in for BFC. See, Mexico, they've had players like Carlos Vela, Javier Hernandez, Hector Herrera, Dos Santos. They've got, again, Goku, great names, great individuals, doesn't mean that they're going to be successful. No? That's the thing. And as BFC try to build up now on the right, Ryan Williams, Kuziev, Vinit Venkatesh tries to chip it, but cleared by Daniel Ramirez. Why Matsu not playing today? I have no idea, Devangshu, why he's not playing today. It's also not been called up, but there's been no injury as far as I know. So that's a good question, actually. Why is he not playing? But he is not in the starting 11, or was not in the starting 11. Let's put it this way. And as it's now a throw in for Punjab FC. Let me see who is part of that starting 11. If he's on the bench, let me see what Punjab FC is. Starting 11. Where is it? Quite a few players who are not in the Punjab starting lineup, who I would have thought would be in the Punjab lineup. Let's see. Interesting. Ricky, Princeton, Vishal, Arshdeep, Vineet, Kipkin, Shami, Bikash, Ranjit. No, he's not in the starting 11. I don't know. Did he pick up an injury? Also, Prambir not in the starting 11. Interesting that Bijoy once more gets a start. So Mohamed Suhail not playing. He's not even in the squad, as I can read. So Rahul Beke at the back, chips it forward. Beneath, is it a foul? Uwais has to be careful, already on a card, Mohamed Uwais. Free kick BFC. Kuziev and Brian Sanchez over the ball. Rahul Beke at the far end. He's one of the danger men whenever there is a ball into the box, be it from free kick or be it from corners. Kuziev cleared by Punjab FC. Ball back as far as Gurpreet. Ball forward. But Sanchez offside as per the linesman or assistant referee as we call them nowadays. Long ball, yep. No, he wasn't offside, was he? No. Someone else was, but still given. 53 plus minutes, still goalless between Bengaluru FC and Punjab FC. The all deciding match in this group. Whoever wins it will make it to the semi-finals of the Super Cup, and if it's a draw, there will be a penalty shootout. Leon Augustin losing the ball, throw in BFC, the former BFC academy product. And then Perez on the side, Punjab FC head coach. I will hope that his team can do something with the opportunities, with the chances that they have. Ball played out. Uwais plays to Bijay. And it's interesting, right, that some players that we want to play for the Indian national team actually don't play at their respective clubs. So it's interesting to see that players who we think, especially young players who should be playing or get opportunities in the national team, are actually not regulars. Oh, Punjab keep the ball in, play it forward. Effiong, is he offside? Yes, he was. That's the thing. Very interesting always to see again and again. And a certain Sunil Chetri getting the last inputs ahead of his substitution to come on. Young Kelvin, could he be the one to make way for Sunil? Yeah, offside from the youngster. And Augustine can't do anything with that. Sunil Chetri on. Kelvin, the young Taurem Kelvin Singh comes off. And Shivaldo comes on for Vineet Venkatesh. So both the wingers off for BFC, Vineet and Kelvin. And for them, a certain Sunil Chetri and Shivaldo coming on. BFC in the box. At least a corner against Sana. Yeah, Sana tries to clear, doesn't do that well, but at least averts danger for his goal. Corner for Punjab FC from the right. +57 minutes in this encounter of the AFF Super Cup 2025-2026. It's a Group C encounter between Bengaluru FC, Punjab FC, into the danger zone. That's a good header, and that's wide. Effiong. How did he miss that? That looked good. And there are two players on the ground. Ooh. Ooh, that hurt. That bang of heads. Effiong and who is that? Seems to be a cut on one of the BFC boys. Is that Roshan? Both set of coaches discussing what can be our potential option. Let's see that once more. Yeah, it is Roshan and Effiong. Effiong gets a good header to it. No one on the line. That would have gone in. Roshan cleaning his hands. Still goalless with nearly an hour now played. 30 minutes plus X in this encounter to decide which of these two teams will make it into the semi-final of the Super Cup. And in that Super Cup semi-final, they would face East Bengal FC. Punjab FC with the attack. Ramirez loses the ball. Roshan plays it to Shivaldo. And Shivaldo loses it. Ball played along. Albeke plays it through. Sanchez doesn't get to it. And that should be a ball for Gurpreet Singh Sandhu. Yeah, easily connected for the collection for the big man. Sana. Punjab FC win the ball. Nikhil Prabhu leaves it for Selkovic. Ramirez. Still alive. Leon Augustin tries to win it against Roshan. Roshan clears. Shivaldo. Ooh, that was dangerous. Oops. Kusiev doesn't clear it. Back with Punjab FC. They lose it. Win it. Utter chaos on that flank. And then in the end, throw in for BFC. That's not good enough for both teams. It's like both sides hoping that something will happen. And you can see Gerard Saragossa not happy. Kusiev, nice little turn, beats his man. Long ball forward, looking for Sunil. Lumding has the ball. Lumding. Minthoi, that was Roshan. Suresh. And Suresh plays the ball out. Is there not enough pressure in the ball? It looks like it, at least, according to the... That's not good advertisement for Nivea if there's no pressure in the ball. As BFC continue this match. Suresh, Sana, Raulbeke, Nikhil. That should be a foul from Suresh Mite against Brian Sanchez. Looks like a very serious injury, the way he's turning around. It won't be much, most probably. Yeah, he's back on his feet. Free kick BFC. They can be dangerous on those free kicks. They have the players. We've spoken about Rahul Beke. We've spoken about Sana. Kuziev to take it. Sirojidin Kuziev. Put his arm up, his left arm. Sunil is in there. Rahul Beke is in there. Brian Sanchez is there. Kuziev, far corner towards Sunil. Sunil, was it? There's, I think, Bijoy Varghese is down. Looks like it. Let's see. Yeah. Bijoy ran into Ryan Williams. And his arm, is it the arm anchor? That's hurting Bijoy. The coaches will not be happy with this game. Cannot be happy with this game, let's put it this way. After what they've seen so far. Long ball from Mohit Shabir. Oh, that was... Inter keeps it for once against Roshan, but Roshan wins the ball back. Clears it. Ryan Williams loses it. Effiong. Ramirez. Ramirez keeping the ball long. Plays it out to Mohamed Uwais, who will cross it into the box, but there's no one. Cleared by Roshan. Back with PSC. Punjab surely the more dangerous of the two teams. Cleared by Nikhil Pujari. But that's back to now BFC. Sanchez. Sunil. Shivaldo, bad touch. That ball will most probably go out. Yes, it will. Throw in for the Shares. Yeah, not good enough at the moment. It's a problem for both the teams. Throw in BFC. Nikhil Pujari over the ball. Cleared by Punjab FC. Maybe a chance by Effiong. Kosiev. No, Suresh, bad pass. That's a throw in for Punjab FC. Suresh Wangjan. There's another change. Interesting. Sirojidin Kuziev out and Ashik Kurunian in. That's an interesting one. That means Sunil will be more central. Ashik with the ball. Gets it across to Sunil Chetri. Oh, wow. How does he miss that? Sunil Chetri. First touch from Ashik Kurunian. Lovely cross. And one of the rare opportunities that Sunil Chetri will miss out of that position. 67 minutes. I would have said in the past, sure shot goal from Sunil. Terrible miss from captain, leader, legend. Terrible, terrible miss. Once more, ball played out to Ashik. And that's the problem. So now, interestingly, at least to me, interestingly, supposedly Sunil is not to play striker, right? That's what Gerard Zaragoza said the other day. And now Sunil is actually factually playing striker. Interesting, right? That is an opportunity missed chance. Ashik, not a foul given for Ashik. Punjab FC put pressure, but cleared by Sana. 69 minutes played. Throw in Lumding. Both teams looking for that elusive goal. Ooh, Selkovic, sharp shot into the box, but cleared. Ryan Williams. Shivaldo won't get to it. It's a very interesting formation BFC has. And as Punjab FC are getting two substitutions of their own ready. Kipgen, I can see. Is that Ricky Shabong? Or is that Ricky? Suresh back to Roshan, who punts it forward. For Ashik, doesn't get to it. Vijay. Selkovic, Nikhil Prabhu, under pressure from Sanchez. And that should be a foul for Sanchez against Nikhil Prabhu. And he most probably pick up a card for that. Nikhil knows it. You can see it from his reaction. And there we have the substitutions. Yes, Nintoy coming off. And Nikhil Prabhu coming off as well, the captain. Interesting substitutions. Ricky Shabong now going to be marshalling that defensive part of Punjab FC for the remainder of the match. Free kick BFC. Into the far side, headed on and headed into the off. And Gerard Zaragoza shaking his head. Yeah, that's not good enough. Once more. I said this now a number of times. Once more, they're showing the replay of that chance that Sunil had. And normally he buries these kind of chances. Yeah, he goes across goal. Maybe should have just hit it straight. He's capable of that. Both teams trying their luck with attacking intent. Selkovic across to Ricky Shabong. Well dispossessed by Suresh, but Shabong gets it back. Kipgen across to Mohammad Uwais. High, and there's no one. Roshan. Ashik forward. Will Sunil get to it? No. And Vijay with the final touch. Yeah, should have allowed the ball just to go out. That is when Sunil Chetri puts you under pressure. Vijay under pressure from Ashik. It's a different game now with Ashik and Sunil in for BFC. Those two know how to put pressure on opposing defenses. Ashik tries to cross, but that's going to go behind goal. Ashik Kurunian, an experienced player, has rejoined BFC from Mohun Bagan's super giant in the summer. Had the option to extend, but then declined the offer from Mohun Bagan super giant. He didn't get much game time from Molina. Cleared by BFC. All to play for. It's still Ashik wins a throw-in against Lumding. Goalless after 74 minutes. Bengaluru FC versus Punjab FC. It's a winner takes it all encounter. Cleared. Once more. Yeah. Offside against Sunil. So interesting. I go back to that talking point, right? That Saragossa himself raised. Sunil is not a striker. And interestingly, he is playing Sunil Chhetri as a striker, as a number 9. So sometimes, who cares about who said what yesterday? Oh, there's a drinks break. Sorry, thought there was something happening on the field. But the referee is talking to the fourth official, but both of them with a bottle of water. Chance for me also to have a sip of water. And we go now into the last quarter of this match. Even Stevens. And will be interesting to see what happens. Still goalless. And Sunil having some pain on his knee, getting some treatment. Some extra stretching with the physio. Never a good sign if your player has to do that. Ashik has given a new life to BFC, to the attacking line of BFC. And Zaragoza, you can see, you can feel he's not happy. Unhappy with the whole scenario. F. Young also had his opportunities. Still all to play for. Punjab FC having the ball. Lumding. Sorry, guys. 90 minutes into this Group C encounter between Bengaluru FC and Punjab FC. Free kick for Bengaluru FC from the left. And it's going to be interesting to see if there is a decision. Shivaldo and Roshan over the ball. The referee positions the Punjab FC wall of Leon Augustine and Kipgen. Free kick, BFC. It's going to be Roshan into the danger area. That's a header. And it was Rahul Beke. Just wide. Once more Rahul Beke. Rahul Beke, yeah, not offside. That was alibi from Suresh Mitay. Didn't move out. And Bijoy not close enough on Rahul. And if Beke gets the proper connection, he can get it into the corner of the goal. He is capable of that. Sanchez can't clear the ball. Selkovic keeps the ball in. Loses the ball. Ball played out. The throw in for Punjab FC. Within the 92nd minute. Less than 90 seconds to play in this Group C encounter. And if it ends in a draw, then it is going to be a penalty shootout. Lumding loses the ball against Ashik. Oh, that's a foul. Clumsy foul from Lumding. And he gets a yellow card for that. Loses the ball and then, yeah, takes the feet under Ashik away. Lumding earning his card with this foul. And there's another substitution. Ricky Shabong comes off and Vinit Rai comes on. What was Ricky? Didn't seem injured, did he? Was he? Didn't seem to me that he was injured, but he's off. And experienced Vinit Rai on for Punjab FC. Most probably Vinit Rai coming on for the penalty shootout, and that's a throw in. Last few seconds, Ryan Williams. Can BFC get a winner? Suresh Wangjam is going to try and take a long one. Yeah. Would have been more advantage to have Mohamed Awais in your lineup, who's playing for the opponents. And PFC, even the strikers at the back. Effiong in the last line. BFC. And blocked again by Kipgen. And that is full time. 90 minutes of this game. It ends 1-1. And Gerard Zaragoza, I don't know what he wants. And sarcastic reaction from the coach. I really don't know sometimes, Gerard Zaragoza. If you're not enjoying yourself in India, my friend, maybe go somewhere else, honestly. Also, some of your comments not liked by me, to be very, very honest. And really interesting to see Tim Perez already making his list, who he would think could be his 5 pensioners. And Sunil seems to have a problem with the knee. Yeah. And there seems to be some problem. Effiong and some of the BFC staff and Mohit Shabir. It will be between the two big men, Gurpreet Singh Sandhu and Mohit Shabir. This penalty shootout, which will decide which side will make it into the semi-finals of the 2025-26 Super Cup. Referee throwing the coin. Suresh Mita and Ryan Williams. And Ryan Williams wins it. Let's see what he decides. Will he take the first shot, or will he decide? I think, yeah. So the table, as it looks like at the moment, being shown on screen, Punjab FC, Bengaluru FC, both on 7 points, 6 goals each, meaning that both are on everything which can be same is the same. So therefore, we are into the shootout. Go from Kerala with the 3-0 win against Mohammedan Sporting, finish third, and Mohammedan Sporting bottom of the table with no points. And it will be interesting to see which 5 players at both ends walk up to take a penalty. As let me know who you think is your favorite. In regard to this shootout. Interesting to see as they show the highlights of the game. Who do we think? Yeah, Sunil, I guess, automatic choice. If I look at BFC, Sunil is an automatic choice to me. Rahul Beke, potentially an automatic choice. Ryan Williams, Brian Sanchez. Is it Roshan? BFC have a few options. I don't know. Let me know what you guys think. Who are your options for a penalty shootout? Who are your options for a penalty shootout? Be interesting to know. And with Punjab FC, to me, we need Venkatesh, Shirley, F. Young, Sjelkovic would be options. And then we'll have to see. They're taking the goal to the left for this shootout. Interesting to see who does or doesn't score. Between the two. Now the stream is stuck. Oh, I love this. Best time to happen. So what do you think, guys? Who is going to be favorites for the shootout? Is it going to be BFC or Punjab FC? Interesting to see. And first goal for BFC. So it's 2-2 in the penalty shootout. Princeton Rebello for Punjab FC. Let's wait, who's the next one? Saved. Ryan Williams' shot is saved. So advantage Punjab FC. Ryan Williams, captain, right? Saved by Punjab FC score 3-2. Punjab FC now with an advantage in this shootout. 3-2 Punjab FC. Three, Sunil Chetri. Fourth penalty for BFC. 3-3 in this shootout. Leon Augustine. 4-3 for Punjab FC, the ex-BFC youngster, the Bengaluru FC academy product. Leon Augustine with the fourth for Punjab FC, and now BFC will have to score if they at least want to extend this shootout potentially. Sanchez with the goal for BFC. 4-4. So who is going to be the final shooter for Punjab FC? Who could win it for Punjab FC? It's going to be Vineet Rai, who came on just before the end. Vineet Rai scores! Punjab FC are in the semi-finals of the AIFF Super Cup. Sorry for that, guys. So Punjab FC score all their 5 penalties. BFC, Ryan Williams, captain of the day, does not score, and that means Punjab FC have made it to the final of the semi-finals of the Super Cup, because they will now face East Bengal FC. Angry Birds saying Gurpreet not saving same penalty seems so awkward. Yeah, but Angry Birds, you have some of these penalty shootouts, right? Where when the shooter takes it and they are good with their shots, that whoever is the keeper, you're not going to get to it. So I would say, congratulations. I'm very happy for Punjab FC. 1 second, let me put out a tweet, and then I'll be back for you guys. Just 1 second. Let me just put that tweet out, and I'll be back again. Yeah, this is what happens sometimes. Everybody's saying Ryan Williams could have done better, but goodbye from Mohit Trivedi. Yeah, that's football for you, right? As good as Ryan Williams can be or has been on Indian soil, a penalty shootout is something different, and you need to be ready. You need to be able to get it. But in this instance, looked like that. Ryan Williams, shot gets saved, and Punjab FC are in the semi-finals of the Super Cup, and very interesting encounter awaiting them against East Bengal FC, and that ends the engagements in Group C, and BFC, I guess, have only themselves to blame for this, because if I'm honest, if I look at the 90 minutes plus that were played, I thought PFC were a little better than BFC, and Sunil missed that great opportunity after just Ashik came on. But otherwise, I would have said, there's a lot of half chances at both ends, but more of the chances for Punjab FC. So if I look at those 90 minutes, maybe Punjab FC a little better than BFC, and maybe a little bit more deserving, and therefore PFC in the end 5-4 winners on penalties, and 5-4 on penalties means with only 10 shots taken that Punjab scored all of their 5 penalties, while Ryan Williams' penalty was saved and couldn't score, and therefore Punjab FC make the semi-finals from Group C, into which they now move on to, and they will face Kolkata Giants and multiple times Federation Cup and even one-time Super Cup winners East Bengal FC in the semis. So for Punjab, huge success, and East Bengal waits. Siddhant asking FC Goa vs Al Nassr watch-along. Yes, Siddhant, I'll be doing a late-night watch-along of that match. Surely I'll be doing that. And also, once more, the reminder of the short videos that I make, or have made or did make something, at this time, I guess there's nothing. I don't know, I've not seen anything from the AFF so far. There was supposed to be an emergency meeting from the AFF today after the resignation of Vijay Bali, and implicating that there were fraudulent things done with a TW3 test, let's see if the AFF has put out anything. No, there is nothing. AFF even doesn't even put out something on who's the winner of that game. So that's the situation with this game, and as I said, a lot of things. What's next for BC? Even no one knows. No, Rodro, you know. At the moment, I would say that the next 2 months It's holidays for BFC. At least for 1 month, it's holiday. Maybe if the ISL happens, and yeah, let's wait and see what happens. I didn't get what was happened to Sir. I mean, will he join during the international window? Siddhant, I don't know. Again, Mohun Bagan has found a new reason not to release players. Again, it's very bizarre, weird. So yeah. So therefore, let's wait and see. Yeah, BFC may hold salaries again. Yeah, could be. I mean, the question is what happens to the ISL. I think that by the end of the week, hopefully on Friday, there will be some information coming in. What are the next steps? Because the danger is that if nobody bids, then the whole system will shut down. And what about Mohamed Suhail? I have no clue, Siddhant. I've only seen that he was not in the squad list today. Is there an injury to him? That's why he wasn't called up. I have no idea. And interesting, of course, Pramveer gets called up for the senior national team, plays 0 seconds today. So that's the thing, right? If Abhishek Thekcham is another one with that issue. So, you have to play for your club to be able to play for your national team. What's up with Mohammad Subhajan? Hannibal, I have no clue. The management has completely lost the plot. It's very, very visible. I don't know, what the Molina situation is. I think Molina is already out. The question is, the club will most probably sell it that they have sacked him. Maybe Molina has resigned. We don't know. Lovera is front runner to take over, and they're doing the things that they want to. There are no rules, regulations. Indian football is a free fall. Indian football has become a free fall for everybody, and I find that very, very dangerous. I find that very, very dangerous because we have no system, we have no control, we have nothing. It is, you, I, we, everybody can do whatever they want to, and that is very, very, very dangerous in my opinion when it comes to Indian football. Right? Indian football is such a mess at the moment. I don't know. Ryan, out of all, wow, didn't expect that. Well, the best of players have missed penalties. A penalty shootout is, is there a logic to it or not? Anyone can miss a penalty. The best of players have missed penalties in the world. So therefore, it can happen. And Ryan Williams, it was on him today. Happens. Yeah. What is this overage thing over which a person resigned? Hannibal, I've made a separate video on that. If you want to understand it, it is linked here on top. If you want to, or go into my videos archives, so I've tried to explain the thing in short. There was the gentleman Vijay Bali is the representative for Punjab, or was the representative for Punjab in the AFF bodies as a member of the EXCO, as well as head or chairman of the competition committee. Sorry, and there were 2 boys put into the Delhi team and this is again supposedly by someone who's a politician, enforced on the AFF, and they were overage, right? And then the discussion moved on, and it seems like that the conversation was, okay, we'll have to put them in. We don't want to put them in, but we'll keep them. Don't let them play. Just let the 2 boys be part of the squad. Now, if this story is true, right? This is something which hopefully Vijay will pass on to AFF ethics. And if AFF ethics doesn't move, then this could be pushed on to AFC and FIFA ethics. Because forget corruption and all, whatever people have been talking about, whatever, has it happened, has it not happened, different conversation. But if someone with political clout can force the top brass of the AFF to put 2 boys into a state team, into a sub-junior team, overage players, and they say, listen, just let them train, let them be there, but they won't play. This just proves the point that the best players at state level are not getting to play because kids are getting spots. And there's been that, we've just had this topic of match fixing in the Calcutta Football League, allegations of player being approached in Goa, allegation of match fixing have been across the leagues in India. Then it shows you that age fraud and betting, or not betting, but rather match fixing, those two seem to be a huge problem. Yeah, let's wait and see what if anything comes out. But it's a very, very worrying scenario at the moment, and we'll have to wait and see what happens. Right, nearly 1.5 hours. Sorry, I started late with this live due to a prior commitment, so I could start just before the halftime. Once more, a reminder. Yes, I will be doing a watch along later on for the Al Nassr versus FC Goa encounter from Riyadh. So I'll start around 7 p.m. German time, 11:30 p.m. Indian time. So do join me for that. And yeah, let's have hopefully an enjoyable evening in that. And once more, reminder, watch again. I just spoke about it, but do watch the video that I've made on this topic in regard to age fraud, which seems to have happened. Yeah, keep on supporting Indian football. I think that's the most important thing that I can repeat to you guys again and again. And support this channel. If you haven't, you're listening. Subscribe. We're at 3,324 at the moment. And of course, as I said, watch the short videos. I did that video on the HROT thingy. It's crazy, and do watch it. And if you don't have anything more to add at this time, I will end this live, and I will see you in less than 2 hours with Al Nassr versus FC Goa. Thanks, and catch you later, guys.